Hi here, Vince here. I'm back for another video and today I'm going to be talking about Strictly Come Dancing 2019 and it was week 8 on the dance floor and the next couple that left sadly was Mike and Katya. They are out of the competition after 8 weeks. They are done and I have to say I think their time had come. I think they were like the weakest couple in the show now, and I think, and they got the lowest scores from the judges. They did a Paso Doble, and I think, although it was still alright, it was the weakest dance out of the whole of the celebrities. Yeah, I think it was their time to go. It was their 4th time in the dance-off. I think it was quite obvious after like the Saturday show that they were gonna go, unfortunately. But you know what? They made it to week 8. They were, you could even say they were like maybe the last novelty acts of the series. So yeah, and they've done some memorable routines. So at least well done to Mike for getting this far in the competition. Just missed out on Blackpool. But well done to Mike and Katya, making it this far, and also, you know, they went out on a high, you know. Even when their last dance, you know, everybody did the Congo on the dance floor, which was very weird to see. But at least they were happy by the end of it. And they were joined by Michelle and Giovanni in the dance-off. First time for Michelle, quite a big shocker. I mean, with their American Smooth, didn't do well. It did really well with the judges. I think they got like 36 or something. It was near the top of the leaderboard, but it did not connect to the public. I don't know what happened. I think maybe compared to all the other couples, maybe it wasn't that memorable of a dance. Maybe everybody else had, and it was in the middle of the show. Maybe everybody else was had a bit more memorable dances, and maybe they were forgotten, and maybe because Michelle's American, she's not well known in the UK, and those people watch RuPaul's Drag Race, people might not vote for her. And it does worry me though, like in week 2, I really thought she topped the public vote, but now seeing her in the dance-off, I'm not so sure now. It's quite interesting, that one, but obviously, luckily, the judges made the right decision. She was saved by the judges, and hopefully this will be the last time she'll be in the dance-off. Quite a big shocker. Big contender to be in the dance-off. But yeah, hopefully next week in Black she will deliver something memorable, and hopefully people will connect to it. So yeah. What else this week? Oh, no. I didn't want to see that. Sorry. Sorry. Who else? Oh, Alex and Neil. Neil was back, yes, after 2 weeks of injury. He was back dancing with Alex. They remind me a bit of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry on the dance floor. Alex and Neil. They did a jive, they opened the show, and yeah, it was good. It was good. Not the best jive in the world, but not the worst. It was pleasant to watch, and I was really happy to see them both back on the dance floor. Who else? We had Karim and Amy did their Vietnamese sports. I thought it was actually quite beautiful, actually. But the judges were a bit picky on it. You know, I have to say, I know Vicky Gill does like all the costumes in the wardrobe department, but I don't know whose idea was it to put Amy, these big long sleeves dangling down her. I don't know, because they were very distracting. I think there were a few mistakes in it, and I think they could have maybe got rid of them, you know. But anyway, Karim was crying, you know. I mean, bless him, he was like all emotional after that dance, and because he thought he was going to get a really low score from the judges. Oh, this is terrible, I've let Amy down. And then actually he got 30 points, which actually is not that bad of a score, so I think he really surprised himself. But I mean, there was a lot of pressure on him because Amy just missed out on Blackpool, so he really wanted to get her through next week, and they were first to be announced. So, yeah, it was nice to see, and I don't think it was that bad of a dance. I think maybe the judges made it look worse than it is. But well done. I actually like that Indies Waltz, actually. Chris and Karen, they got through with the tango to I Am Survivor, I Found a Fiver. That's not how it goes. Yes, it was... I like Chris's character. He was very serious. But I can get what the judges were saying, especially Bruno. It did seem like he was like... oh, I keep doing that. I don't want to watch the clip. No, sorry. It did seem like he was walking like next dance and this dance and... You know what I mean? Like, he did look like in some parts he was walking the dance. But overall it was good enough to get Blackpool. And I'm really happy to see him in Blackpool. So yes. Who else? Oh, Emma and Anton did their couple's choice to Theatre Jazz, the first Theatre Jazz performance of the series. It was really good. It wasn't as good as Fatosa last year, but it was still good. Yeah, it was good. You know, they had really good. You know, they were really in time. You know, I like their hats. You know, it was good. It was good, and you know, Anton's in Blackpool first time in like what, 4 years or something like that. So I was really happy they got through, especially after last week's disastrous rumba. We shall not talk about that ever again. Who else? Oh, Saffron and AJ, yes, they were on point. That waltz, I don't remember, the waltz. Oh my goodness, she is really good at ballroom. I think she's better than ballroom than Latin. I think ballroom is her thing, you know. All the spins. Oh, and that my favourite part was at the end when she was like dragging, like, you know, when they've put like AJ just like, I don't know what the move's called, but at the end where they just he just drags her and then she's got one foot pointing up and you know she just goes like this and then she just spins around. Oh, her spins are so good. I have to say, you know, she could be... I know we're only going to have 3 couples in the final this year, but actually she could be a contender. I could see a situation when, if it's like the semi-finals and there's 4, I could see her getting through because the fan base she's got, you know, she's never been in the dance-off, so maybe she could be a contender to watch out for, you know. You just never know. It's really tough to call this year. And finally, we have Kelvin and Oti doing their salsa. This kind of reminded me of their samba from week 1. It's got those hits back. It wasn't as good as the samba, but it was still good. It was good, close to the show. Yeah, he's gonna go far. He is. So yes. I really enjoyed this week. So, the only thing I didn't like about this week is, oh gosh, they mentioned Blackpool about 60 times in like the 2 shows. Okay, I mean, yes, we can understand. Next week is Blackpool week, but you don't have to mention it every single time. It's like when the couple like stop finishing dancing, it's like, oh, are you going to go to Blackpool? Will you make it to Blackpool? And then Claudia's saying, if you want to see this couple go to Blackpool, and like, then... hoping the next couple to dance on the dance floor, hoping to make it to Blackpool. I mean, okay, we get it. Blackpool's next week. They all want to make it to Blackpool, but you have to mention it every single time. Like, it was getting a little bit irritating, you know. This whole Blackpool thing. Okay, we understand. Okay, we know it's Blackpool next week. It's quite a big moment in the show, but in the series, like. We get it, just, you don't have to keep going on about it. Like, gosh. But anyway, apart from that, yeah, it was a good week. I think the right couple went, and And it's going to be interesting now. It's going to be interesting who's going to go now, because I think because Mike and Cash is now the competition, it's going to be interesting to see who will be the next couple to go, because I think it's going to really get quite competitive now. I think the 7 that are left are quite strong. I feel like it could be Chris and Karen out next, mainly because now they're kind of the weakest couple in the group. But you just don't know. He's got a good fan base. He's from the northeast. He's a northerner. He's going to get a lot of people from the north voting for him. So it's going to be quite interesting. It just depends what their dances are and what they're going to do. But yeah, I'm very intrigued. I'm really looking forward to Blackpool. Blackpool's going to be, because Blackpool you can go all big, it's a much bigger place, it's a much bigger ballroom dance floor, you know, you could just be big at Blackpool. So yes, I'm really looking forward to Blackpool week, and yes, I'm really looking forward to bring on Blackpool, yes. But anyway, comment down below what your favourite dances of Strictly 2019 Week 8 was, and you can like this video and subscribe. I will be back for another video very soon. Until then, goodbye, my people, goodbye, and keep on dancing, goodbye.